Okay, we're at the DC Municipal Regulations and District of Columbia Register website, www.dcregs.dc.gov. Our goal today is to search through the DC Register to find Zoning Commission notices. So let's do that. We're going to search the DC Register by agency. So we open that up and find the Office of Zoning at the bottom of the list and then hit go. Now once we're here, Office of Zoning, register categories, subject, you can view the notice, and the register issue. You can see it starts with 2010, so you want to hit the up arrow, and that will actually sort it by ascending, so you can go back to 2009, that's the earliest. But if you hit the down arrow, it's going to show you the latest, descending from the latest orders to the earliest orders, aka the most recent orders to the past orders. So we see a list of zoning adjustment cases. There are these orders for the Zoning Adjustment Board of with case numbers. These are your smaller orders. These are the smaller projects around the city, and you can see there's a lot of them going on right now. Zoning BZA, the Board of Zoning Adjustment, is quite busy. But let's go to find the Zoning Commission. Here's a notice of filing, case number 22-33. It's a map amendment. It's filed into the register on November 4th. It's for square 3351 lot 12. That means nothing to nobody, really, unless you are a GIS database guru. But here we are. We can look this up. This is case number 22-33. So if you go and Google or search for DC Office of Zoning, you'll see dcoz.dc.gov. Click on that. The Office of Zoning website will come up. And you go down to Services to the Interactive Zoning Information System. You click on that. It's called ISIS. And you want to review the case records. So you go to case records. Now it's asking you what's the case number or ANC number, relief type, etc., etc., etc. Let's go back to our case number is 22-33. So we're going to go to 22-33. Search. Up comes some case numbers. There it is, 22-33, Zoning Commission. It's a map amendment as we had seen in the register. Now it's telling you where it is. ANC 4B01. Let's take a look. Ward 4, map amendment from RA1 to MU4. Oh, RA1 and MU4 to RA3. And then push up the zoning a bit here in Ward 4. Allowable zoning. That's what a map amendment is. Pretty important stuff, given all of the upflumming of the comp plan maps. We're now seeing lots of applications for map amendments to meet the new upflummed future land use map amendments from the comp plan amendment cycle of 2020-2021. So we can look at the application for this that was submitted by the developer, in this case the developer's attorney, Carolyn Brown, and the rezone lot 12 and square 3351 from RA1 and MU4 to the RA3 zoning district. Okay, so let's dig a little further. Let's look at the statement and support. This is, you could see how this developer's attorney has submitted this application. So the existing zoning, and there's the proposed zoning. That's on pages 3 and 4. So we can kind of scroll down a bit. Alright, it's giving you some description. Lot 12 at 7050 Eastern Ave. Presently RA1 and MU4 districts. Falls in ANC 4B01. And let's get a description. Here's a showing of where it is. Shows that the rear wall abuts the metro tracks at Tacoma Park Station. Has a photograph. So the existing RA1 MU4 allows, let's see, low to moderate density developments. And so the RA3 allows medium density, it looks like. It's a little bump up. Here's a great little matrix. Height for the existing 40 feet max, 3 stories. So it's going up about 30% to 60 feet, no limit on stories. Big jump in the FAR. Wow, 1 to 3. It's pretty big. And then big jump in lot occupancy as well. So you're getting not just a little bump in height, you're getting a big bump in how much of the lot you can actually use for your building. And it eliminates side yards and shrinks your rear yards. So pretty good density bump. Anyway, that gives you a sense, just by a little bit of investigation, of what this notice is about. And it also tells you, once you dig into the ISIS page, sort of, you go to that case record, right? The case is listed on the DC register as 2233, and then you go to the ISIS case records page, and you can dig into where it is, what it's really about. Pretty good bump in density here. And it's a map amendment, which means it's an uncontested case. You can go and testify. The ANC can go and testify, but there's really, it's almost a perfunctory hearing that if the comp plan maps, future land use map, is allowing density increases on that site, then a developer like here can go and ask for a map amendment, and nobody can really fight it. It's almost like expected to get okayed. There's not a lot of analysis done of impacts. There's no community benefits agreements. That's the difference between a map amendment and a PUD, and that's what the upflumming in the comp plan basically does. It circumvents a real community conversation and community benefits agreement, because you can ask for a map amendment instead of a PUD, and that's what you'll get. Going down, same deal here on Good Hope Road, application for a map amendment. So let's look at that one, 22-20. we go to ISIS again, case records 22-20, search, scroll down until you find it. There it is, map amendment. This is in ANC 8A06. You wouldn't otherwise know that from the regs. The register. It doesn't say where it really is. I mean, you can kind of know where this is. It says Good Hope Road, but like here, you just don't know. You don't know where square 5768 is until you actually dig into the ISIS system and look up the case. So you go 22-20, you look at the case information and scroll down. Here it is, 1301, map amendment from R3 to MU4 in Ward 8, 8806. It looks like they already had their meeting, or one of their meetings, about it. But let's see. Let's look at the application. Brief description, map amendment. Goulston Stores, another developer attorney, filing on behalf of their real estate interests. Let's go look at their statement in support. It starts right off with a picture. It looks like it's going to tear down some historic Anacostia homes. And compliance, the property, you can see it shows all this in the application. You can kind of read through. Zoning map amendment for 1916 13th Street Southeast, Anacostia Historic District. Enable the applicant to lease the property to the CPMG Foundation for a penny a year, and then CPMG will provide no cost use of the building on the property for office space to localizations. In addition, zoning map will provide opportunity for the property to enhance the business community by allowing for retail and other commercial uses. Okay. Or maybe it won't result in the teardown. But anyway, you can see how this is filed. And is it really going to harm anybody? Is it going to hurt anybody in the nearby area? Property is currently zoned R3, which is intended for row dwellings, max height of 40 feet. They want to rezone the property to MU4, which is moderate density, the max height of 50, and a FAR 2.5. And it looks like it's the PlanEquity group. So that's what's going on there. You have to decide whether you think it's a good project or not, and get your neighbors together and either go there and support to the zoning commission hearings or not. Let's go one more. So that was this one. Board of Zoning Adjustment, Board of Zoning Adjustment, Board of Zoning Adjustment. Here is a zoning commission notice of filing case 05-28AC. The 05 being back in 2005. This project was granted an initial zoning approval. They're looking like they want to modify that original approval from 05. Maybe they haven't built it yet. Let's take a closer look at this. 05-28AC. Go to case records. 05-28AC. Okay. Parkside Residential. It's in Ward 7, 7D07, modification of significance of a second stage PUD. What does this mean? Let's take a closer look. Okay, 7D07, modification of significance. Here's the application. Alright, it's parcel 9A, the Parkside PUD, which apparently was granted in 05. Pretty big area. This application seeks to convert a previously approved office building to a multi-family building. So going from office jobs to housing. Okay. Well, that could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. Maybe people want the jobs. Let's take a closer look at the cover letter. Oh, not the cover letter. Let's go to the statement in support. Parkside, affiliate of city interests. Okay. 80 to 120% AMI. 20% at that. Oh my gosh. That's what they're calling affordable, apparently, is 120% MFI. This is for people making about $150,000 a year would be, I guess, what they're considering affordable. Reduction in parking spaces. Slightly smaller with bigger footprint. Okay. So they're changing the original approvals from office to residential. And it's saying, they're calling it workforce housing. Okay. At 80 to 120% AMI. Wow. So 125 three-bedroom units included in this. That's pretty good. I mean, at least there's some three-bedroom units. Usually they're all studios. So it's asking for this flexibility. It's asking this of the zoning commission. That's a good snapshot, and you now have a sense of where it is. It's in Ward 7 and 7D07. Maybe you have neighbors nearby who are looking forward to those office jobs and they want to go and testify against the change in this PUD to more housing. So I hope that gives you all a good sense of how you can dig in pretty quickly using the DC Register and the Office Zoning website, particularly the Interactive Zoning Information System, aka ISIS, and their case records, where you put in the case number that you get from the regulations page, DC Register. So you can keep scrolling down, and you can see the Zoning Commission is pretty busy. Certainly the BZA is. But there's a lot of map amendments. And also modifications happening. This is a case from 96. They're modifying it. Here's another map amendment. Modification of consequence. Final rulemaking. This is when Office of Planning changes the regs. That's called rulemaking. Okay. Here's a technical correction. Here's an order. This is an actual order here from a case. Let's look this one up real quick. 2203. Map amendment. Another map amendment here. Case is closed. They approved it back on, looks like September. And then the register is where they officially file. They let you know that an order has been issued. So here's the order dated October 7th. And let's dig a little further. What is this What's the order say? Because now there's an order we can look at. That's further down. You can see the transcripts here. Let's look at the order. Okay. Oh, we didn't see where this was. 6A02. 6A02. And then there should be a little map here. Yeah. It's a big property. Wow. It's well, it looks like it's near, this is Union Market. Here's H Street. It's right on H Street. Wow. What is this place? Oh, huh. Maybe that's the AutoZone. Let's take a look. It is indeed. Wow. So the map amendment allows zoning at the AutoZone, which means it's probably going to go bye-bye soon. Property planning analysis. Let's see. Summary of the requested action. Let's look through this application. Support the application. Property at 1207H Street. The zoning map amendment will facilitate the redevelopment of the property. Okay. Fully consistent as amended comprehensive plan. But the DC Council recently amended the designation for the property to mixed-use medium density commercial uses. Okay. So summary. Right now, the property is currently located in the NC14 zone district. Moderate density, mixed use. Maximum height of 55 feet. FAR 3.0. They want to go to the NC15 zone district. Medium density, allowing for 70 feet. So another 15 feet. And a pretty good jump in the FAR, which means more use of the property, so more occupancy on the land. Okay, it's a pretty big jump here, and I'm pretty sure if we go back to the order, I don't think they did any analysis of impacts or anything. Let's see. Here are the parties. Notice, they gave notice. Property, describing the property, current zoning. Comprehensive plan analysis, proposed zoning. Okay. Alright, as a matter of right, they can do this. 65 foot, 70 foot maximum. Minimum of this, maximum lot occupancy, big jump on the lot occupancy. Okay. Alright. Oh, racial equity. It fosters racial equity because it doesn't create displacement, produces more affordable housing, additional employment, enhancing sustainability. Wow. Okay. Wow. I see. Because the area is predominantly white and higher than average in the district for housing cost, the potential affordable units are substantially higher, which could benefit non-white populations that have lower incomes. They don't discuss actually how much the units are going to cost of the affordable housing. So this is the rub. The definition of affordable housing is set so far above what most folks making the living wage in DC is that it's not going to really impact or affect or help folks. So that's the big rub. Yeah. Okay, wow. They really perfected the racial equity analysis and swinging it to continue the status quo. But that's neither here or there. I'm just trying to help you folks understand how to dig into it. And this is the order. Now this order, oh wait, other agencies. Certain mitigation for construction. Impact of residents imposing the map due to proximity of any potential construction of historic homes. In addition, the letter alleged that tall buildings could intrude on privacy, cast shadows, blah blah blah. Okay, letter opposition. Interesting. At the end of the hearing, the commission took proposed action. They didn't even wait. They didn't close the record and wait. They just approved it. It's really perfunctory at this point. Oh boy. Okay. Look, you guys can dig into this if you want, but you can see how they've abused the term racial equity here. But yeah, this is, again, no analysis of impacts at all. No environmental analysis, nothing. Just wanted to point that out and suggest as such to you all that it's time to dig into this. It's really important. This is where the rubber hits the road. You can find these, all of these orders and things in the DC Register. Okay, and then go to the ISIS system to dig into it even further. And I'll put the links to the DC regs and ISIS system in the description below. Thank you.